Hello and welcome to this video. We're going to just talk about the heat today, the heat on Long Island that some areas had, and for those lucky people on the South Shore, because they're lucky in so many ways, they're not dealing with the heat down there. But it's very interesting that the sea breeze really never made it that far up, and you can see here in the central Nassau, we are still in the mid-70s here. 75 reported at Belrose, 72 in Garden City, but as you go toward the South Shore, you got 58 in East Rockaway, 68 in Lynbrook, 59 in Belmore. So they got upper 50s there, and it looks like Farmingdale cooled down to 61. But you go a little bit north, up here in Woodbury at 76. So you really had to be on the South Shore today to feel any cooling effect from the sea breeze. As you go further out east, 61 at Islip. We got upper 50s. I'll go into the Wonder map. 61 in Ridge. So the further east you go, it looks like the sea breeze made it through most of Suffolk County, east of Route 112. But west of there, still pretty warm. So not that cool at all. So let's go look at our highs today. And of course, if we look at the city, still 76 at Central Park, and Toms River is still at 75 as well. I want to show you the highs today. So this kind of tells the story here. Central Nassau, yeah, we got up to the low 80s. I think 82 is a good number for that's showing in Jericho there. So 82, 79 at Farmingdale for a high. Islip, see Islip here, 75. You can see here on the South Shore, they were only in the upper 60s. And 78 in Ridge. Gabreski Airport, though, only 68. And then as you head off to the east end, you can see here, big difference, though. Looks like an 80 north of Mattituck. And then East Hampton only got up to 63. And Montauk only got up to 60. So depending on where you were, and the further west you were, the hotter it was. 86 at LaGuardia for a high. 79 at JFK, high of 84 at Central Park. And I know some sites he may have came close to records. Look at Toms River and the Pine Barrens there at Miller Airport. 88 degrees, 87 in Toms River proper. So still a good deal hotter there than here, but still just an incredibly warm day across the area. Let's go look at our statistics, our climate statistics for today. Let's see if there was a record here. All right. LaGuardia did hit 86, breaking their record of 85. So we do have a couple of record reports that we're going to have to discuss. No, that's not the right one. The wrong thing here. Let's go to record event report. So here's the LGA record event report. Record high temperature at LaGuardia of 86 degrees. That breaks the old record of 85 set in 1976 and 2002. And records go back to 1939 at LaGuardia. It's funny how we always set record highs. But when it comes to record lows, that doesn't happen very often. Which kind of tells you all you need to know about how our climate is changing. Looking at Islip, high of 76 and a low of 53, 14 degrees above normal for the day. And Bridgeport had a high of 72 and a low of 50. So I guess they had some kind of breeze over there off the sound, I guess. And then we go to LaGuardia here, and again, that's that record high of 86 degrees. That's 23 degrees above normal for the day, for the high, and 15 degrees above normal for the day. So really warm conditions out there. Let's take a look at Newark, see if they managed to get even hotter than that. Yeah, they sure did. High of 87, which is 23 degrees above normal for them, and a low of 50. This is like summertime weather here. 18 degrees above normal for the day. So, yeah, really just real incredible warmth across the area. I don't know if Mount Holly had any records. No records, but there is severe weather. It looks like there's one severe thunderstorm warning. And if we look at the radar right now, you'll see a couple of showers and thunderstorms going by to the north of us, probably very weak showers. Earlier on, there was a severe thunderstorm warning off to our north. You can see here, this was well north of the north. It was mostly in Orange County, I guess. Approaching Middletown, and then as it approached Middletown and as it got toward the Hudson River Valley, it kind of just fizzled out into showers. But there was some severe action today, but not a whole lot. We do have one warning for one cell that is over southern It's not even near here. And if we look at the radar, you'll see that it's this cell right here. Um, that's on the Maryland, Pennsylvania. That's the nearest severe thunderstorm there is to our entire area, despite this unusual warmth and humidity today. We'll go and look at the Wonder Map next. And before I do that, I'll show you the skies that we had today, because we had some interesting cloud formations in the sky. Mammatus clouds. This was around 6:30 this evening. We had mammatus clouds in the sky there. You could see them there. Yeah, it was kind of interesting to see these mammatus clouds, probably left over from a severe thunderstorm. And then you could see again some of it over here as well. And then the sunset was pretty red as well. You could see we might have had some wildfire smoke in the air as well. So you could see here. Look at that! Look at that sunset. I mean, that is red, very red. So I think there was some wildfire smoke in the air, and just where we can look at the satellite and see. I can't really see any though because we had a lot of high clouds and a very hazy looking sky. I almost thought I could smell some smoke from the wildfire in Vineland, perhaps. That's still burning. It's like I think 50% contained, but. We can go to the smoke models and see if there was actually any smoke in the air today. Let's see if there was any. There may have been some. Oh yeah, I don't think it was from Vineland. I think it was from other places, the south. I think, perhaps. Let's see if any of it was near the surface. Yeah, there was some. So yeah, there was some smoke today. So there you go. There was smoke. So let's look at the Wonder Map. This kind of again tells the story of who's getting the sea breeze. You can almost draw it right here. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So just change the color to like an aqua color. Yeah, like that. And you can see the sea breeze is like right over here. It looks like it made it over there now. That's the sea breeze right there. So you can see it's made it through most of Suffolk County now. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, darn it. Come on. What is going on here with this freaking thing? Trying to clear it. Oh my god. It's not working, right? You get the idea. I don't know what's going on here. This is malfunctioning. We'll try it again. Just wanted to show it to you. Alright. So again, you see breeze front pretty much right here. So it's stuck there, alright? And what's very interesting about it I don't know what just happened there. Some kind of issue here. Yeah, everything is just, this app is misbehaving. I do apologize for this. Alright. Alright. So, yeah, you can see where the sea breeze front is, basically. It's right here. It's very interesting to see how it's set up, so you can see where the sea breeze is. And, luckily, in Belmore and Wanto, there was a sea breeze by the afternoon. However, in Rockville Center, it didn't really start until the evening. So I'll show you this in some of these observations here. Look at that. Belmore, you are so lucky it's 59. If you're in Belmore, you can open the windows. Here, I gotta have the air conditioner on. Better than a window. Well, there you go. So we can look at their, you can see it looks like they never made it up above 80 there, so take a look at that, much better. But as you go west into Rockville Center, it's still a little bit warmer there, but still better. 62 in Rockville Center right now. It's like 12 degrees warmer in Mineola versus Rockville Center. You can see what happened here. So it looks like, it looked like what happened here. 5 o'clock. Actually, there was a sea breeze, and then it faded again. You can look at the winds here, and it faded, and then it went back up again. So that's kind of interesting. And then it dropped again. So kind of interesting how that the sea breeze was fighting the gradient wind. And the weird thing about it is, if we go back to the Wonder Map here, which we'll do, not Wonder Map, Weather and Hazards map. you'll be able to see what happened when the sea breeze came through. All right, so there's a sea breeze at Farmingdale, so we'll use that. We'll use that site. So, Farmingdale 61. They got up to 79. Let's see if we can find when the sea breeze came through here. All right, yeah, here's where it came through. So, the southwest wind and the west southwest wind off Jersey, pretty warm, pretty warm. And then when the sea and you see it was pretty gusty too as well. And then when the sea breeze kicked in, the winds actually dropped a little bit. The sea breeze actually was able to. It's a lighter wind. It's like a marine layer that kind of just pushed that hot blowtorch wind away. I guess that's a good way to put it. So, again, some areas are dealing with the blowtorch. We're still dealing with the blowtorch in central Nassau. But again, if you're on the South Shore, you are so lucky you're not dealing with the blowtorch at all. The same for further out east as well. Yeah, but for here, I gotta have the air conditioner on. So that's the way it is. So we got a cold front coming through tonight, and again, it does not look like we're gonna see any severe thunderstorms from this front at this point. We'll just look at that threat. I don't think Storm Prediction Center, I think they've taken us out. We were there it is the map, so we're not even in any risk area right now. What we will do though is look at the models first a little bit here, and we're awaiting this front that's going to be passing through, this cold front. So we'll look at the HRRR here and see if it has anything develop over there, and it really doesn't. It's just going to move through dry. All right, then tomorrow will be more comfortable. So you can see that, again, that southwesterly flow, and then the front comes through probably around 2, 3 in the morning, probably a little after that. Wind shift to the north, and the dew points drop, and so will the temperatures as well. So, again, tomorrow will be much cooler. We went over that yesterday. The only uncertainty that we did have is the cloud situation. I don't think it's going to be a clear day, unfortunately. Still be mild tomorrow. Still be mid to upper 60s, but it won't be. You can see there's a lot of upper-level moisture, so I don't think we're going to have a nice clear sky tomorrow like I was originally hoping. We'll look at the RGM and see. It's just to our north and east. I mean, there'll be a decent amount of sun, but I think there'll be some jet junk and cirrus mixed in there too as well. Hopefully, though, as you saw in the smoke model, the air quality will be better. Because today the air quality is not great. Actually, I have to go to the AQI and look at that. Yeah, we're at moderate air quality. So, yep. It's funny how nobody else mentions this. So we are seeing some moderate air quality in our area due to wildfire smoke, probably from the south and from New Jersey. So we have that along with the warmth, and again, that we're continuing to deal with here, and as we deal with the blowtorch wind here, and again, just kind of shows you here, just so perfectly here, as to what's going on. And again, I could just draw it out again for you here on this. I could change this in temperature. Just put that in air temperature. Kind of draw it out again. Let's just try to draw it out one more time because it's just so interesting. All right, let's see if this malfunctions again. So again, here's your sea breeze front right here. All right, you got this nice sea breeze coming in here for this area. Actually, it should be a little bit more up this way. So, because this actually pushed in to Rockville Center a little bit, so it's a little more like this probably. All right, and then change the color here. And then for the rest of us, we got the blowtorch wind off Jersey, and that's keeping us warm. So that's what's going on. For those of you southeast of that line, you're very lucky. And I know some people complaining, "Hey, I wanted the warmth," but when it's night and when it's in the middle of the summer and we're dealing with 90s and you're dealing with upper 70s and low 80s, yeah, don't complain. All right, you're very lucky to be on the South Shore. Don't take it for granted, because a lot of us just can't be there because we're not. I don't talk about that. So anyway, that is going to wrap things up for this update on the heat today. So we did have a record high at LaGuardia of 86 degrees on this very, very unusually hot day for April. Have a good night.